Now, food is undoubtedly one of the most essential needs of man. There is actually not a living soul who does not need food or water to survive. And of course, this implies that everyone is your target customer and your business can thrive anywhere in the world. Food business involves food preparation, processing, storing, manufacturing, packaging, transportation, distribution, delivery, and offering of food items for sale. Now, according to the World Trade Organization report in November 2021, Nigeria became the largest food market across the continent. The data show that the food and beverage sector alone contribute about 22.5% of the manufacturing industry value, 4.6% of the country's GDP, and generate at least 1.5 million jobs. Now we take a look at the business side of food, and joining me live in the studio is Susan Ajibade, CEO Splash Greens. She would be taking us into the world of her food business this morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us on
You're
Business
welcome.
Breakfast. Now,
Thanks for
Splash
having me.
Greens
Yes.
sounds like something that talks about health, because green, of course, talks
Yes.
about plants.
Nature, thank you. That's correct.
So that's the concept of the name.
Exactly.
So why did you choose this aspect of food business?
Well, there's a place of eating food, but there's another part of it that you have to actually eat healthy, eat clean because of health and wellness. You know, you just don't have to put in food. You have to put in the right one that is actually nutritious to your body, your system, healthy, that can help you fight diseases, that can help you fight illness and all sorts. So, like they say, health is wealth.
But you know,
So,
there's that idea of people thinking that to eat healthy is expensive. What do you make of that thought?
well, the first answer I'll give to that is, if you say to eat healthy is expensive, then to treat illness or ailment is more expensive. There are a lot of people.
So you agree that it's maybe on the high side?
It may be ordinarily, because with maybe like 200 naira, 500 naira, you can actually get to a mama put and get yourself just to fill the belly. But eating food is beyond just filling your stomach.
You have to be
be sure,
intentional.
yes, you have to be sure that what you're taking into your system actually will benefit your body. Not just, there are a lot of things that we take in that our system doesn't really need, because after it has taken the one that it needs, the rest just comes out as feces at all, any other thing.
Okay, so let's delve to the meat of the talk. That's
Yeah.
the business of food. What does it cost to go into food business in Nigeria?
Honestly, the culinary industry is very wild and is beyond what we can finish on this table. But the truth is, if you're passionate about it and you really want to do the business, you can actually start small from your kitchen. I think that is where everybody that you can see now that they are big, that they are grown, that is where everyone starts from. The business now, you can start from your kitchen. It's as easy as that. Just make sure that you put all the necessary things in place, the hygiene, or the safety, or the food safety measures. But you can actually start from the four walls of your kitchen. That is how easy it is to start a food business.
Now, you've been doing this for seven years now.
Yes,
That's
yes. My seventh year running this
quite a
business.
while.
Yeah.
But what would you say have been the challenges you faced, and how have you been able to deal with them?
Oh my goodness. It's been a lot of challenges. There's no business, whether food in any other industry, that doesn't come with its own challenges. Have had challenges with finances, which is very key, with staffing.
Let's stay with that.
Okay.
Finance.
Yes.
How were you able to deal with that challenge? Where did you get capital from?
Well, starting off, capital wasn't coming from nowhere. It had to be from, I think I started the business, for me, I'm talking from a personal experience now. I started a business and I started putting my returns and started growing the business. There was practically not even, some people will tell you that where you can get your capital from is from friends and family. But when I started about 2013, 2014, there was not even any friend or family that was, but you saved or something, then I remember vividly, I started my business buying a 3,000 naira blender, my juice and smoothie business. That was where I started from. And you know, I went all out, okay, I'm selling this, come and buy this, come and buy that. And as I was getting the money, I was putting it back into my business. There was no luxury of loans, no financial institution wants to give you money for startup. It wasn't coming easy, even till now. As a personally, I'm afraid of loans, honestly. While some people will, yes, while some people will say your business cannot grow without getting some financial assistance, loans and all, but trust me, till now I have survived and I've done well for Splash Greens. Splash Greens is fast growing business, healthy food business in Nigeria, and we've run it without
loans. But could that be because the food market is wide? As you said, it is a very large market, and your target, almost everyone is your target market. But I know that the fact that you are focused on healthy foods may streamline your target market in a way.
Yes, it is. You know, you target the people that are healthy conscious, the fit farm, people that like to eat healthy. But in a way, I personally, my brand personally, is trying to change that narration that I shouldn't say this person is the only person that should eat healthy and all.
Because I was going to ask
everyone.
you, how do you marry that financial demand that comes with eating healthy and also ensuring that everyone across board? What I'm saying is, for those who may not be able to afford what it takes, especially when it comes to the financial part, how do you still help them to see the need to eat healthy and also, you know, actually do it?
All right. So what I'm going to say is, let me just first break down myth that it's not like expensive as people think it is. Maybe it becomes more expensive when you're trying to buy from a brand that processes it. But when you as an individual makes up your mind to eat healthy, it shouldn't be that expensive because you're doing it yourself. You don't have to go to a brand that is already processing it, that will charge you for delivery, that will charge you for logistics, that will charge you for all of that. Buying a 200 naira worth of watermelon from the market and you can process it yourself is eating healthy. So you can actually manage that yourself. It's not as expensive. You can eat on a budget. You know, you eat all these things. There are some people that goes to a place, all this fast food, I refuse to mention name, and they spend like 10,000 naira, 15,000 naira on foods that are not, you know.
But have you also heard recent reports that these fruits are also being manipulated, especially when it comes to making them grow faster? They add some chemicals and all of that.
Exactly. We cannot dispute that fact. It happens.
So how do you
here in Nigeria? That is why you have to work with trusted brands. Like for Splash Greens, we have places we source our materials from, and if it's not from those people that we trust, we're never getting it. Let me give you an example. There was a day that we need to go to the market to buy like 12 pieces of pineapple for 4,000 naira. There's a place where there's a 12 pieces of pineapple for 2,800. But because we weren't sure of that source, it might be good or bad, but because we've not bought from them before, we cannot trust the source. We cannot trust or vouch for that. We refuse to go for that, irrespective of the fact that it was cheaper seemingly. But we did go for the 4,000 and we can trust you. Nobody is going to come back to say that we took your product and we're suffering from food poisoning, because healthy food you can easily get infected by, because they're not cooked, they're not under, you know, they're under cold temperatures, especially for your salad. So if anything that is not nice or germs gets into it, then it becomes poison.
So are you saying to eat healthy, then you'd avoid all the cooked foods?
No, I'm just trying to tell you why you need to be very careful. You know, you mentioned about people adulterated fruit and all of that. You have to trust the brand that you're getting from. Even if you're not getting from brands like ours, you have people supply. You have to trust probably their bookies or who you're buying from, not the ones that wash with gutter. There are a lot of videos that went viral How do they keep their fruits? How do they keep the vegetables and all of that? Go for the trusted ones.
So how do you market your products?
Product, I would say social media has really helped us. We're on Instagram at Splash Greens, Twitter, and Facebook. So social media has helped with social media ads and all of that. Then I must say to all my customers, to all our customers, we've enjoyed luxury of referrals. People get our products, they love it, and they tell the other person to tell the other person to tell the other person, and that is huge for us. And I think it's been the best we've got so far.
So when you talk about your clients,
Yeah.
what are the things you do to retain them? And also, how do you stand out from the other vendors who do healthy foods?
Okay, all vendors doing healthy foods, they're good. Everybody, do their own in different ways.
But what's your competitive edge?
What we do at Splash Greens is, there's one thing I do. I know some people might say it's not probably business okay or something. There's this thing I do, and I wouldn't say I received it from God, because I'm not trying to be spiritual here.
But it's okay to receive it from God.
Yeah. But there's this thing I do is, every business will say payment before delivery.
Okay.
But there's this thing we do at Splash Greens. If you do not get your order, do not pay. If it doesn't come as we promised you,
so
it will come.
So you do payment on delivery?
On delivery. On delivery. You see what and you like it, then you pay for it. I've had people come back, wow, you guys are really trusted. I enjoyed what I have. And some people will say, oh, they will run away with your money. But I said, if you have this and you liked it, it does well to you, to your system, and you refuse to pay, then it's on you and it's on God. But so, for one day, we've not experienced such things.
Do you have any physical store, or is it done online, or your transactions?
Recently, like last week, we just got a place at Lekki, and that's a fitness center, Borderline Fitness and Spa. That's where we are now physically, where people can reach us or pick up and do delivery. But we're also at Mile 12 here at Kitsu. So it's not really a store, but it's a place where you can pick up from, and we send out your orders.
So what do you think are the considerations to put in place, especially when you want to get a physical store as a food vendor in Nigeria?
Okay, location matters for everyone that you're trying to do a food business. You have to be in the eye of the people, like the place that we are right now presently at Lekki. It's a fitness place, like a gym. So you have your targets.
That's because you are working on
health and all. So for that kind, you have to know where your target market is. You have to have the right location. Some people will tell me, Splash Greens, why are you guys in the heart of my 12? Don't you know there are lots of traffic there? But come on, we're in the midst of freshness itself, because it's just a stone throw for us to get the very fresh crisp vegetables and all, nothing. You can never catch Splash Greens on fresh. Always
never
fresh.
Caught on fresh.
Never.
Okay, so I like the fact that you brought us to the source of your fruit and raw materials.
Yes.
But currently there has been a hike in the price of foods and the price of
goodness,
everything.
You don't say.
So how do you regulate the prices? Especially, you don't want your customers to run away and go for the cheaper options and then maybe buy something poisonous or dangerous to their health. How do you regulate the price?
This is such a gigantic question you're asking, and it's been like we are unable to have solutions to that, because these things keep increasing per hour, not even daily anymore.
So you could
buy something in the morning and the next minute it has changed. I've experienced that before. I was once with a customer that I buy from, and he tells me, I'm going to give you at this rate, but if you move like this and come back, I'm not selling it for you at that same price. And I thought, so you're joking. I moved to the next person just to compare price, because that's one thing you have to do as a business person. You have to get the best price, because your profit might be lost in all of that. I moved to the next person and saw that the price was even higher, and I came back to him. He said, no, I told you so, and I told you so. He sold it to me at the price that other person was selling, and I'm like, oh my goodness, why didn't I go for this?
What about having a trusted vendor who you...
No, that's just one off, but we have a trusted vendor, but it's what they buy too that they're going to sell. So you cannot put them in, but the least they can do for you, being their all-time customer, is to probably give you a discount. And it doesn't even cut across to everything. So it's really a challenge right now, and I cannot give you answers on how we've been managing it and how we've been managing our customer not to run away. Some are loyal because they trust your brand, they like how it tastes, they like the uniqueness, the quality of what you're giving, and they'll stick to it. It has affected us, I would not lie, because the usual customer that used to eat healthy like 5 times a week before has now reduced to probably 3 times a week, while some that do 2 weeks as and
that would affect your income too.
Of course, it will. It will. So we're just trying to find our foot day in, day out, and see how we can manage it so that we don't really run at loss. But honestly, I must say that the profit margin has dropped.
But you know that different customers or different clients have different health demands, health needs. How do you meet up with these needs, considering the fact that you have a large, client?
Like I said, Splash Greens were not rigid. And we're not stereotyped to say, this is what we have, and this is what we must take. You must take as a customer. As a matter of fact, we don't just put products to you. We even ask you about if you have a medical history, you have some, so that we can help. So do you have
like a health consultant?
Yes, like someone that can consult with you, that can talk to you through it. Okay, this is what you can eat. We just do not put our products out. We have to know if you're allergic to a particular fruit that is in our product. We have to know if you're diabetic. We have to know the kind of fruit or vegetables that you can take that suits you. So different clients with whatever they want. We allow our customers to choose as well. Even we go out of our way. If we don't have, we can help you get, even if it's not on our menu, we can go out of our way to help you find it, just to make sure that our customers are satisfied and they're still living healthy.
So generally, what would you say is the gestation period for this business? You've been in it for 7 years. How long did it take to hit that breakthrough? And
my sister, I'm not gonna lie for you, I still never hit her more. You keep moving, but the only thing you can see is that there's growth. You're not where you started. The business has changed, but you're never there. Even the big brands and all, you just keep improving. There's always room for improvement. What is liable like 7 years ago is not what is liable now. Things have changed. We've had to discard some things. We've had to add some things. We're just balancing it and going on with rent and just making it happen and making sure people are living their healthy life.